guys, welcome back to episode number 4 or 5 of what we're going to call the off season, which is again starting today. I'm like a broken record, I know. I had last week off with tonsillitis, so I got back in the gym for the first time yesterday after another week off, after another 10 pounds down, and back in today for back. Last back session we did was at Durham, and it was like the back session B, so this will be a different back session to what you've already seen. We've got James Mercer in today, who is one of our clients, been working with me now for
nearly 3 years.
Fucking nearly 3 years. Gone from dad bod to about 5 weeks out now.
5 weeks out, and the transformation from our first check-in till now is pretty special.
Yeah, we've got a banger coming. So it's 5 weeks out from the MK Classic, which is Kuba's show that owns this gym. But having a look at him today, check-ins recently, we can maybe get him in an early show. He's a first timer, so you know, any experience is going to go a long way when we're going to go to the show that he wants to do. So we're going to get into it today. Usual sort of style. Last time I spoke to you, we were titrating up between 8 sets of body part, going to go up to 12 and then see where we were there. Obviously that really doesn't materialise because if you've had tonsillitis before, you know it's a pretty shitty thing. So I had all of last week off. Today we're just going to go straight back in at full volume. I'm just not fucking about anymore. I've had enough. I've had enough of pussyfooting and just saying I'm going to start. So we're just going to get into it. It is what it is. Eat enough food, I'll recover. I've also entered the recovery phase as well. Obviously it's pointless staying on cycle all the time if I'm just not training. So I took that out from last week and I'll be in that for 8 to 10 weeks, probably get some blood work done after 8 weeks, and it's literally just 200 milligram test a week, nothing else. Still no growth hormone, but I will use insulin in and around the training, but that's dropped from 15 to 20 and I'll just do 5. I'm gonna see how my body responds on a little bit less, especially with digestion a little bit here and there as well from being ill. So we'll crack on. First exercise, single arm row, as always, either this or a pull down, just get the lats nice and warm, and we'll get into it. So again, when you get into your first exercise or just into your first set of a machine, just don't be shy to make sure that the setup's right by adjusting it a few times, because that felt really nice. However, just a small adjustment, it may feel better. See, that does feel better. So I've gone from something that feels nice to that actually targeting my lat a little bit better. So if I didn't change it, I wouldn't maybe have that little bit of a better stimulus potentially there. So we'll run with this. Chest pad nice and far back. So again, we want to be making sure that I've got a lot of pressure in this chest pad. A good cue is like if you have a can of Coke here or an empty can, you want to be crushing that. Same again, fully lengthened lat, shoulder down, chest up. Right, that's probably about as much as my recovery can handle, so we'll call that day, guys. So don't worry so much today about the pinch. Literally just get it and straight back in. So elbow down on the way out as well. So we want to keep that lat tension on, and now down, down. So don't just push it out, force elbow down. So force elbow down, now down even, there you go, that's it. Yeah, goodness, good. Ooh. Stretch, 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 stretch. Lean over it, but keep your chest up. That's it. There you go, that's it, there we go. Ooh. Wrap that lat around the chest, wrap the lat around the chest, chest up, elbow low on the way out, full tension. Ooh. Yeah.
Fuck.
Feel that?
That's good. I was interested to see, I feel like I connect well with back, but there's always more to get.
Your back's very good.
Yeah.
So, but like, when you're here, yeah, you got your concentric on, but you just let go.
Yeah.
That keeps the lat on all the way.
Yeah, dropping it down.
20 reps of that is gonna be good. That's it. Don't snatch at it, we're still dragging. Chest up, drag, 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 drag. Bet you thought 10 kilo never felt so heavy.
Fuck me, yeah. 10 kilo felt heavy there.
See, there is something in it.
Yeah.
There's something in this.
Almost like it works.
It's same with a lot of back motions, like even a pull down, everything is like this.
When I think of shoulders, I have to over accentuate. I have to almost go like that. And that's
literally,
in my head. That's what
otherwise, because everybody's strong up here.
Yeah.
Nobody's strong down here. So everyone's pulling like this. Nobody's just relaxing, lowering the weight and allowing it to happen. Time to work now. Good lengthening, chest up, chest up, chest up. Come on. One more with chest up, one more with chest up. Low, 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 and out, and out, and out, good.
Fuck yeah, dropping that elbow low works. Oh, probably shouldn't swear on here.
Oh yeah, we fucking say loads of fucking shit on here. I'll tell you what is annoying though, we've put them paid ads on, haven't we? That's annoying. I'll take them off. Sorry guys, I am trying to be a YouTube entrepreneur here. I just thought I might make a tenner or something. It's an expensive hobby. Our job is bodybuilding. That's why I got to sell t-shirts, oversized. you know.
And they actually make you look big.
Do you have a discount code? You don't, do you?
Nah.
Everyone's got a discount code. So what we've done is that second set, we put the plate on the bottom pin so it was harder in the short. So the lat's getting a little bit more tired now, but because it's still the first exercise, it's still going to be relatively fresh. So it's tired and fresh at the same time. So what you've done is put the weight onto the middle pin. So everything means now that the load is the same all the way through the movement. It's not dropping off in the length end, which means it's technically going to be heavier and harder. So we'll do a lower rep set here of about 15 reps rather than 20. And then we'll go heavier next set. So we're getting heavier every set technically. So now we've managed to get that lat pretty much all nice and low, as well as mid lat. You're going to hit some upper back, it's inevitable. But now hitting an exercise that's solely really meant for that mid lat, you should switch it on really good. And then we'll go into like a bent over row after. So we've targeted like super low lat, hitting mid lat, a little bit of upper. We'll target mid lat, mid back, hitting a bit of upper. Then we'll go into some just fucking heavy rowing, technical stuff. Probably, I'm sure there's somebody that can pick that apart if you go through some kind of, like you Joe Bennett or something like that, potentially. Anecdotally, I find that works. Joe was looking at me all weird. Yeah, someone said I talk a lot of bro science, but bro science fucking works. If you do something and you see a visual change, it's not bro science, is it? That's what I think. Well, it's not what I think, it's true. So I want to be here, but I'm not here, so it's pulling my shoulder. I'm still, again, do you know, like my chest is still technically up and I'm wrapping my lat around my chest. So I'm not letting it pull me forward, I'm still keeping this stretched. And when I'm in this position, I'm initiating elbows first. So I'm not going like this and then elbows. I'm here, I'm elbows, then I'm dragging. That's it. A little bit more power, Merce. Come on. We're on it now. It's on, it's on, it's on. Let's get fucking moving it now. There we go. That's it. That's it. 3 more. 1. 2. Yeah, nice. Go on then. 2 more then. 1 more then. Come on. Yes. Shoulders down, shoulders down. There you go.
I always go full Ric Flair after a set with the wings.
That's what we call it, going Branch Warren and Johnny Jackson on it. Have you watched the Branch Warren and Johnny Jackson YouTube video? If you haven't, go and watch
Branch.
Yeah. I'll be Johnny. Go and watch Branch Warren and Johnny Jackson YouTube videos. Like, they just fucking rip it to death. So we'll do a 5-5, so 5 reps.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
When you coach, obviously I don't coach people at the kind of level you do generally.
Yeah.
I look to use a lot of these tactics to force them to work.
Yeah, so
because you can't hide from that type of set.
One thing you'll find is if you give somebody a low volume, high intensity workout, when their skill set is beginner or even intermediate, they can't work hard enough. So if you give them 4 sets, like the work won't be as good per set, but the volume and the work effort
so
over.
Even like say the time sets, they work brilliantly for me.
Yeah.
You put that into someone who's relatively new to the gym, they just can't hide from it. Because 3 minutes of work, regardless of the load, is hard.
It's hard, yeah. 5-5 then, let's go. Come on, first 3 sets are easy. Right, 5 seconds and then we start to work now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, we're working now. 1, 2, drag, we're still dragging. 3, come on. Still training back. 4, 5. So that is that done. But as you can see there, just Mercer could stop at 25 reps there and still have had a productive set. And granted, he's in prep and it's a little bit here or there, but there's nothing wrong with taking that 5 extra reps there, 7 extra reps every 2 or 3 sets per session. Taking the muscle further than it's previously been will create an adaptation, regardless of how you've done it. as long as it's done safely and in a manner where the tension is still on the muscle. So I'm not saying train like that every time, but if it's there, a few more reps here or there doesn't harm. That's not going to be a bad row actually, like a little bit of a, we call it a pedally row or a pedally row, is it? Do you know when it's stopped? Like a dead stop row? What's that called? Yeah, pussy row.
That's the one.
So one thing we want to avoid with this is it's very easy to row like this and lift a lot of weight, so bringing it into yourself. We still want to make sure that our elbows back, you know, rather than in.
So more like an upper back type row.
Yeah, so we're not rowing high elbows, but we're not just pulling it in and swinging.
Yeah, like
we're staying as rigid as we can and just letting your elbows.
Almost like where a T-bar would fall.
Yeah, so ideally like an unsupported T-bar row sort of. So neutral hand position. So a bit more of a neutral spine. So.
Ooh, that felt uncomfortable.
Does that felt? Yeah. So you were like bent over like this then. You almost want to be. I call it a duck ass.
Yeah.
Like pushing that out, and then when you're in that position, then just letting the bar almost round your lats, so your lats are still on, but you're not letting it pull you.
So lats on. Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
Let's just have a look. Try it just with this bar.
That's good.
That's it. But then we're not. When you're pulling, you're dominant here. See how dominant you are there. Almost allow this to round. So switch your lats on. There. Now drive lats. Oh yeah. There. That's where you want to be. See the difference, yeah?
Yeah, I might, I'm feeling that quite badly in my lower back. I think I might just dip.
Well, I think, what date is it today? 20, it'd be about your period, isn't it? About your time a month.
I'll get on them. Is it? I knew
just
that.
Go and ask Meg before, be at reception, see if she's got any Tampax, because, no, honestly, mate, if it don't feel right, we can, we'll do a T-bar. Do you want to do a T-bar?
Yeah, supported.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So, scrap that. It's all right. I don't care about my back development. It's all about James today. So we'll do a T-bar row instead, it's fine.
I didn't expect it to go like that, I'm not going to lie.
So because you're rear delt dominant, really think about switching your lat on by squeezing the bar almost together. Like, don't just row it like it's a row. Really concentrate on keeping the lat on. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like that.
Good.
I might have to stand on the floor, but yeah. We've had a few rounds of me needing a tampon. I'll text you. Actually, we've had a few times of that. When I thought I had a hernia, and it turned out it was just the bone in my chest. I'm in the hospital.
You haven't been bad, to be fair. You haven't been bad.
What about when I rang you? I thought I collapsed. My missus was crying because I'd overdosed on vitamins and ended up in hospital. Thought I'd burst my appendix and I'd overdosed on vitamins. Oh. Yeah, we've had a few rounds of it.
In 3 years though, not too bad. I usually get that in 3 weeks. Yeah, he said I nearly passed out comment. But I did come in here over there and Colton, one of my guys, he was like, first timer, he was like 2 weeks out. He was in here just doing a row going. I was like, mate, go and get yourself a fucking burger. Like, Jesus Christ. We're thinking about this. You're not going to hit it directly, but think about pulling from here. That's it, that's better. Not this. This. Now through here. Let this pull you, open up. Now drive through here. That's it. Now use more momentum. Now get the stretch. Now power with the squeeze. Go. Now we're working, come on. Do you see you're weak in that position because you're not used to using that muscle? And one more. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Drive back. Good there, that's it. See how weak
you are. Really dominant through the top of my back.
So, very, very good example. So, James, Merce, Pedro, fucking whatever you want to call it, could pick this up and roll like this all day because he's trap and rear delt dominant. But the second he uses his lats and puts his chest away, he's got no power whatsoever because he's weak there. So you need, in a movement like this, many movements, find where you're weak. Start training from where you're weak because it means you don't have the musculature there to be able to push the weight. If you're always going from where you're strong, it's very likely that part of your muscle's already well developed. So we'll make sure that we start pulling from the areas that is weak, and that's where the new development will come. We'll literally do, it's like not a superset, but we'll do 2 sets on here into a pull down. So normally we'd like superset this into a pull down. We'll just do 2 sets and 2 sets rather than. especially in that shortened position. I don't mind, especially later on in the session like this, if I'm coming to this position and I'm not quite getting it fully contracted, I don't mind just using a little bit of momentum just to nip it a little bit. Basically more blood flow than anything, rather than like hard tension or mechanical tension through the lat at the end, because you're going to have other muscle groups just take over that are stronger at the time, again, upper back. It's really important in a movement like this. If you're going to be using it later on in the session, which technically if we're programming it from a training program standpoint, you'd put this in earlier. But for now, it's purely just blood flow, getting as much blood in the lower lat as we can. So like I explained in the last back video, you really want to finish with something that's going to put your lat in the stretch position. So your lat's always going to be most stretched up here rather than here. So either using like a pullover machine that's going to get your lat nice and stretched, or a pull down, or even, like I say, some people just put wraps on and hang. So either or, like I say, we're just doing a little bit of a superset styly thing. So just going into a pull down now, 2 sets, nothing crazy. Again, just finish the back off with a squeeze, a stretch, and get some blood in it. Going to finish the session off, or finish the back off nicely. Well, that's easy stuff done. We'll have like 6-8 sets of biceps now. After back, I'd always advise just giving it 5 minutes before you start to train your biceps. There's going to be a lot of blood in your biceps, and I think sometimes some people go in and the blood in your forearm as well sort of impedes that feeling. So you're coming up here and you're getting that forearm sort of like tightness that can't allow you to contract your bicep properly. Or that's how I feel anyway. So I always try and just give it a little bit to let this drop off and then go in. So
you end up doing the half reps because you can't.
Yeah, just your forearm's so pumped you just can't really get that. We'll go on to the single arm preacher to start, get warmed up.
It's gonna be weird watching your YouTube with me on it.
I'll just cut you out. I'll just be like I'm training on my own. Really think about almost pushing your chest forward in this back. So do you know, in this position, rather than this, you want to be like that.
Like that?
Yeah, so you're almost leaning over. See, this is nice and loose. And now contract, and now you see that drops off. So here it's got a contraction that's hard, and then that's better. But don't let it transfer to this. So now we want concentric squeeze, and now eccentric, almost force it away from you. Yeah? So you're lengthening the bicep under tension, not just allowing a negative. So now lengthen bicep under. That's it. Keep it on, keep it on, keep it on. Don't be scared to keep it on this. It'll feel vulnerable, but keep it on. Like relax this, relax this. Relax, 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 relax. Just bicep, just bicep. That's it. Now just bicep, force it away from yourself. Force it away, force it away, force it away, force it away. Good, 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 full stretch. Shoulder down. Yes. Now keep it like that, tension. Same as the back, just the tension on from start to finish. More on the negative, more on the negative. There you go. Feel the difference, yeah?
Yeah, I'm weirdly, even on my own body, I'm quite visual. If I can see it, I can feel it better.
Yeah. So like the structure of your biceps and stuff is good. It's not like you're not contracting it. So, you know, if your biceps start growing, like what you can contract it. Like what is it? You know, is it the eccentric portion?
Probably.
Are you holding it with this? So to me, you did this and it's on.
Yeah.
But as soon as you come down, it lets go. So it's like half a rep.
That's transferring to shoulder very lightly.
Because you're vulnerable here, and you're probably getting tightness in here.
Yeah.
So you go like this, and that's where it goes into that.
Well, you'll see me upstairs. I get tight through my bicep and my pec.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
But it's the bicep tendon. Yeah. Your long-headed biceps doing that. So that's why you need to here in that position. Now on the way down, that's all bicep.
Yeah.
Like normally I'd be going like this because of this.
Yeah.
But now I let myself be vulnerable here, shoulders back, chest is up, and I'm pulling from here now, and I'm squeezing, and I'm forcing it away.
Thinking back to watching videos of myself, I have definitely done that forward.
So you'll notice when I'm doing this, I've said it before, I keep touching this to make sure I'm not engaging it. Yeah. Joe was just asking, and potentially because that set was probably a little bit quicker than he's used to see me doing. Like when you've got an established connection with a muscle. So for example, now if I do this with my bicep, it's going to contract to whatever, just because I can contract to whatever with it now and it's full. So he's basically asking, does it still have to be slow and controlled, even though the connection has been established and he can connect really well with it? And the answer is, it is no. The more, to me anyway, the more control I have over a muscle, potentially the more aggressive I can move with it. So if I'm really trying to struggle to connect to my biceps, I'm really going to be thinking about just squeezing. Yeah, you'll see a lot of the big guys, a lot of the big pros just moving like this because the connection is just so established. The tension that they can put through a muscle is so great compared to, you know, another muscle, for example, that they can't train very well is something that you really need to think about when you're training. So you can move slower, you can move quicker. And I mentioned this on my previous back video, I was moving a little bit faster simply because I can just connect with my back so well now. I don't need to think about it as much. So again, you don't have to train super slow all the time, as long as that connection you have is, you know, is pretty good with the muscle. Right, we're going to do some posing. So on this knot here, big dog. So let's go front relax. So can you get this on? This is a tight hip flexor. I've got really fucking bad cramp in my fucking foot. So you can see this hip flexor's tight.
It keeps cramping every time I try and hit it.
Yeah, because it's so tight. So don't worry about too much back and bicep. Glutes on, hamstrings on. Show detail in the back. Once it's your best shot, this is where you win. Boom, good. Up and thigh. Still posing. So going to the side chest. This is the one we need to work on, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the same as we're talking about Piers. You see the shoulders over. It's like he wants to be so face forward. So so face this way like you're gonna hit it. And the best way I can describe it is try and pull your hands apart like this in your chest bone. So try and do this. So without twisting, just look forward and think about this way. So face this way like me.
Yeah.
And now think about chest up. And when your chest is up as high as it is, you see your shoulders are up from your shoulders. That's it. And now that's it. So now wrap this in. And then literally from that position, just twist. Again. So that's better. So and then glue on, squeeze glue from that position. So that's a much better pose. Much better. That's good. Good. Favourite classic. So when you're here, don't be as like astute as this. Like you almost must be. If you hit it, then just look. You know, we're not buried. We're almost just looking. You know, like just twisting. So hit it first, like this. You're gonna, and almost like as you hit it, almost like look into the distance, and then. So I'm fucking soaking wet now. I pull it up, hit the front lat. Yeah, but what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't, like when you first did it, you would just like that. Yeah. Like chin down almost, like you like it has to be like almost artistic. Yeah. Do you know, like
it's like you're proud of it.
Yeah, it's all So basically it's like it's nothing, it's almost like, you know, it's like you're a statue and you're displaying it and you're like almost like look at that.
Yeah, a bit like the lad in there a second ago. When I'm hitting on that video I sent you the other day, I feel like I can just.
Yeah, so you want to go
in front of people. I'm a little bit more.
Yeah, fuck these like.
Yeah, I'm really tight for it.
So when you hit that as well, don't close your eyes together. Just try and bring them out a little bit more.
There.
Yeah. So that's it. There. So we want to take as much space. It's not about muscle. It's about space.
Okay.
You know, in a sense, especially in classic. You know, your favourite classic pose. Goes better. So practice, yeah. Quad activity, right? Twist. Quad activity, face to in. Glutes on. Face to front. Bring these legs like a bit close together. So I think bring it in a little bit. So, because what's happening is, his legs are so wide, they're making his upper body look, because he's flat at the minute. So rather than like this, he wants to be just a bit closer. So stance a little bit closer, feet a little bit closer. That's it, and then push his hips through. That's it. Most good. 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 So, like, all we see just trainers, like I said yesterday, you expect to see this detail to sort of disappear a little bit because his legs are tight and hollow and he's flat here, so it looks like his condition's a little bit worse. We expected that to happen like in another 3 or 4 days, not like today. So that he's moving fast, like really fast, which is good. Right guys, so we'll leave it there, full of naked men in a sweaty room. But yeah, coaching or the team is very strong at the minute. So we've got Yang and John over who are from China. John moved to China 15 years ago. I was coaching you, a year ago, sir? About 2 years ago I was coaching John, and then obviously John saw a gap in the market in China for like the lack of coaching that they were getting or the quality of coaching they were getting. So we set up a coaching group over there called Team Evolution. Yang's one of our athletes. He owns a gym over there. He's over here for the 2-on-2 Pro Show. So we've got that. And then obviously James is first timer. And he's still about 5 weeks out, but if we can push him forward and get him into it earlier on, we will. So coaching going from strength to strength. And that's the session today. I feel like I'm back 100%. Still a little bit like empty in terms of muscles feel a little bit empty, which is going to be. So what? But I'm 100%. I'm alright. But until next time, guys, like and subscribe. Peace out.